Hey guys, so welcome to my 38th and 39th week update. Because of the weird way that my doctor's appointments went this last week, I didn't really have anything to update you on until like Thursday, maybe Friday, I can't even remember. So it didn't really make any sense for me to do an update just to do another update. Oh, and then also I had another appointment on Monday, so like 2 days ago, so that it was all very confusing. Like I'm starting to go into the doctor now, it seems like 2 times a week. So anyway, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. I do apologize for the like weirdness of how I look and probably sound and just am kind of whatever. I do not feel well today, you guys, and it's like just draining, really don't feel well. I feel almost like I'm getting a cold, but not. I'm really nauseous most of the time and just sort of out of it, you know? I don't know, I just feel like I want to sleep. I guess I'm just 9 months pregnant, so this is what that feels like. I never had that with Alec. So yeah, so I'm kind of in a new territory, but I am 39 weeks today, Wednesday, so that's exciting. I am definitely in the home stretch, touching home base. Like he is done cooking and now he can come whenever he wants to. So let's get started with week 38. I still had the swelling and I still had a lot of the same stuff that was going on in the last update. I went into the doctor again for another checkup just to make sure everything was okay. I did another 24-hour urine catch. So now that's the second time I've done that. My mother will be very excited when I no longer have pee in her fridge. So, and I'm getting my blood drawn pretty much every time I go to the doctor now. So far everything looks fine and they're okay with everything. But I do think they want to just keep up with it and make sure that things are okay and you know how that goes. Baby's looking really good. He is moving a lot. He is still head down. Awesome, which is so awesome. He is just doing really well, so I'm happy about that. Like as long as he's good, I'm good, so he seems good. My cravings have pretty much stayed the same last week to this week and even like the week before that. Grapefruit has been it. Like that's all I want is just grapefruit, and I will eat it the entire thing. Like I'll eat both halves in one sitting, and yeah, so it's a lot. I don't think that can be bad for me. I don't know, but I'm assuming that since I only have like a week left, whatever happens, like I can't probably get too much citrus. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that has been my big thing. Also, I have really enjoyed this water bottle, and I know I talked about it before, but I love how big it is. I love how easy it is to carry around. I take it to every doctor's appointment. I have it by my bed every night. Like, it's just perfect. Easy to clean, easy to just tote around, and you can put whatever you want to in it. Also, I have had the occasional craving for ice cream, like Sonic's Blasts with the cookie dough in them. That they just always sound really good. Last week I had a craving for Starbucks hot chocolate with caramel. But this week I haven't really had that feeling much. I don't want anything that's too sweet. Like sour I'm good with, like, you know, this I'm fine with. But if I have something really sweet, that's pretty much good for the rest of the week. I don't really need anything else. So, I have been making like pumpkin bread and stuff like that, and so that's usually been able to tide me over. And anyway, I was getting stronger Braxton Hicks contractions. They were definitely more pronounced and more frequent. By the end of 38 weeks, let's see, my doctor's appointment was on what day? Monday. And when she checked me on Monday, I dilated to a 1, so that's exciting. I'm getting things a little started, which is nice. They definitely showed the contractions on the monitor, and it kind of freaked out the girl who was the like intern or like the student. She's like, do you feel those contractions? I was like, yeah. And she like ran out of the room. Like it was, I don't really know if it just intimidated her or if she didn't realize that this has been happening for a while or what, but anyway, everything looks good. I am having stronger contractions that are actual contractions. They're not just Braxton Hicks. And so those have kind of caught me off guard a little bit. They mostly happen at night. They started happening this morning though, and so I think that's part of the reason why I'm just not feeling like myself too, is that I did not sleep so well last night, and then I woke up to contractions, like full-blown contractions. And the thing that's been so bothersome about the contractions now is that from like here to about here, it tightens up. Like this whole area of my throat and my chest get really, really tight when the contraction starts. And it's like, it's really hard to breathe, and it gets really, I feel almost gaspy, you know? So I talked to my doctor about that when I went in on Monday, and she listened to my heart and everything, and she was like, no, it sounds fine. She said it may just be where everything is located in my uterus, you know, or like where my uterus is located. It's just up so high that it's crunching everything up and making it more difficult to breathe when it contracts, you know? So I'm hoping that that goes away soon, because that is no fun. Although that makes me realize when I'm having a contraction, or like when one's about to start, I guess. But still, I kind of prefer not to have the clenched chest feeling. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to tell you guys about. I go back to the doctor on Friday. So my husband is going out of town. When we went into the doctor on Monday, we talked to her about inducing, because when I went for my last checkup, that last Friday, she had said, your doctor's gonna wanna talk to you about being induced. So I was like, okay, great. So when the doctor came in, I was like, and you know, Tyler has to go out of town for work starting on the 1st, and he'll be back on that following Monday. So the 4th, he drives back. He's going to Indiana. So I was like, you know, I would really, really be interested in talking about inducing, if that's even an option. And she said, you know, we can't really do an optional induction anytime before 39 weeks. And she said, and after that, she goes, if there's really no reason, if you aren't progressing much, which I haven't been, I'm just a 1, you know, if I was like a 2 or a 3, it would be different, but she said the risk of C-section could be a little bit higher. She just doesn't really want to mess with that. So she said, I don't feel like you're going to go into labor this weekend. She said, I think you're okay. You know, she's like, I've been doing this a really long time, and if I thought you were going to go into labor this weekend, I would tell you, I don't think you're going to go anywhere. She said, but just for fun, I want to see you back on Friday, and I'll check you and make sure everything's fine and whatever. So Tyler's leaving tomorrow, which is Thursday morning, and driving to Indiana, and then he'll be there until Monday. So then I go into the doctor on Friday, we see what's going on, and hopefully nothing has changed, although I do feel like things are changing. I just feel like, it sounds really strange, but I feel like my water could break any second. Like I just feel like anytime I sit for too long, or I stand up too fast, or I move in a weird way or whatever, it's like, yep, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to travel around with a pillow or a towel or something, because this is going to happen. So, I don't know, it's kept me from going out of the house quite a bit. Like I went to see my grandma and stuff like that, but it's just scary, I guess, for someone who's never had that happen. They had to break my water when I was having Alec, and so I was in the hospital. So now to think that it might happen just naturally here, it's kind of like, oh, when's it gonna happen? Can I know this so I can be prepared and, you know, not wearing my good pants? But anyway, so yeah, so everything's good there. He's going out of town. He'll be back Monday. Then they said that they will talk to me probably on Friday about inducing next week. So his due date is Wednesday, the 7th. And so I'm thinking what they're going to try to do is induce me on his due date, which would be actually really nice, because then my mom can watch Alec, then she could take a couple days off and have the weekend, so she doesn't have to take a ton of days off, and you know, we can just have some downtime. I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not, but I am Strep B positive, so they need to keep me in the hospital for 2 days following the delivery. Just to kind of make sure that the baby's okay and I'm okay and everybody's good. So that'll mean that we will be getting home over the weekend if he's induced on a Wednesday. If not, it'll be Monday and it'll be fine and no big deal, but it'll be nice to get that show on the road. I am a little sad that this is almost over, and it sounds really strange coming from someone who's been like, oh, I'm so in pain, I'm so whatever, but I know that this will probably be our last baby, and I think I've talked about this before in other videos, but I just feel like it's coming to an end and it makes me sad, and I don't know, I'm gonna miss it. So we'll see what happens down the road. I mean, I don't anticipate us having more kids, not for financial reasons or anything like that, but just because we are kind of go, go, go people, and that becomes progressively harder when you have more people to carry along with you. So, but who knows? I mean, you know, who knows? I'm just sad to see it be gone. I'm gonna miss my belly and miss the baby, and you know, it'll be great to see him. I can't wait to share him with everybody, but he's just, you know, he's safe here and I can kind of control what happens to him, and he's okay. And so it scares me when he's gonna be away from me, I guess. Maybe I'm just a control freak, I don't know. But anyway, all right, well, that's the update. I will update you guys. I'll be better about updating you guys on Friday for next week's, you know, for the 40-week update. I will do better about that, mostly because I think that hopefully that'll be our last one. I can't imagine going any longer, but yeah, so hopefully that'll be the last one. So I'm gonna go ahead and end with a belly shot. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want you guys to ask me or tell me about. I don't know. I like to hear from you guys, so whatever you want to tell me or ask me or whatever. Yeah, kind of leaving that one open. Sorry, I feel like I'm just in this cloud today. So, all right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.